we've got Sara Manson joining us on the phone line right now. She's a very funny comedian from the Sioux Falls area, and we've got a show coming up this Thursday. We're going to talk all about that. Sara, how you doing?
Fantastic. How are you today, John?
I am fantastic as well. And tonight you've got your really fun event at, you do every Tuesday night at Icon Lounge downtown, so people can come and see that tonight. Let's talk a little bit about that, and then we're going to chat about what's happening Thursday.
Sure, that sounds great.
What kind of cupcakes do you have for tonight?
You know what? Okay, so it's Ian McLean is moving away, and it's his going away party. I just messaged him and said, would you rather have pumpkin with cream cheese or yellow cake with chocolate? So it's going to be a surprise between those two, whichever Ian wants.
You know what? And they both sound fantastic. Now, for folks that have not had a chance to come to this, it is the thing that's really fun on Tuesday, every Tuesday night at the Icon Lounge. Yeah. We've got what's called an open mic, and an open mic is a place for people to try out new material. And you've had some really good crowds at these events lately, haven't you?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. It's just a really chill, laid back, fun environment where, you can get up and try new material. You can try, perfect your old material, and, a really good crowd comes. We've had 30 people there, so, we usually get about 12 comics or so, and then a crowd of 20 people. So it's a great place to get to try your stuff in front of an audience to see how they're going to react.
And the thing that's really neat for me personally, I love going to the open mics. First of all, I see a lot of new comics that get up and try something for the first time. I love that. And I've seen several new comics at your event. But then the other thing that I think is neat, I get to see the local comics that are, they do all kinds of comedy shows, but they try new stuff here. And then some of that new stuff makes it into their act, but this is like you get your first chance to see it, which is really neat.
Yeah, definitely. That's the cool part. That's why it's so much fun to try it in front of an audience, because we don't know what's going to work. Just because it's funny to us doesn't mean it's funny to everybody else. So we often find things that are surprising that the audience loves, and then we flesh those jokes out and turn them into our regular routines.
I love that. Now let's turn our attention to Thursday. That's only a couple days away, and you are one of the comics, but there's a couple of people joining you. So tell me what's going to be happening Thursday at Lucky's in downtown Sioux Falls.
Yes, on Thursday at Lucky's in downtown Sioux Falls, we're going to have Dan Bublitz Jr. Now, he's a great comic who was local here. He's run Snow Jam. He's one of the founders of Snow Jam Comedy Festival that had its final year this year. He lives in Denver now, so this is going to be a really cool thing that he's coming back to Sioux Falls to do a show here for us. So I hope it should be really well attended, because everybody loves Snow Jam and everybody loves Dan Bublitz. I'll be opening for him with Alicia Rain, and Luke Johnson, another one of the Snow Jam people, is our host that night.
That is going to be one heck of a show. 4 very funny comics. You want to know something that's kind of interesting? Dan Bublitz grew up like 2 blocks or 3 blocks away from me. So I've known him since he was a little boy. And then Alicia Rain is also from my hometown. So half of the comics that are going to be there on Thursday are people from my hometown.
Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you're going to be there then, John.
I got to be there. Absolutely.
You got to be there.
No, and the other half are both very funny comics as well. I know Luke, and I know Sara, and I know Alicia, and I know Dan, all very, very funny comics. And if they would like to get a ticket, can they get it at the door? Do they buy tickets in advance? What's the best way for them to make sure they get a spot on Thursday?
Sure. Yeah, you can buy them in advance. They're $10. You can also get them at the door, but show up early, because it's not reserved seating. So first come, first serve on the seating, and you'll want a good spot for this.
Absolutely. And again, this is in the basement of Lucky's in downtown Sioux Falls. And that's a really neat place to see a comedy show, isn't it?
It's so cool. It's in the basement. It's called Club 224. And it's intimate, but it's big enough to have a good crowd. But it's a really great spot because, it's just a comedy club down there. So you don't have all the other bar patrons loud and everything. You're there to see comedy, and that's really cool.
Absolutely. Sara, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me, John. It's going to be a great show.
And I'm going to see you tonight, and I'm going to hopefully see you on Thursday as well. A lot of fun stuff going on. And if you want to keep up to date with what's happening in the comedy world in Sioux Falls Comedy on Facebook, and you'll see there's a calendar there that has all of the shows, but there's also an open mic calendar that has all the open mics. And again, facebook.com/Sioux Falls Comedy.